What's up, guys? Riley here, and today I've got my Oreo here and we're going to be adding just a few more upgrades, not too major, some aluminum parts and some skid plates, or not skid plates, but man, I can't seem to think of what they're called, but here's what I've got. So they're all injora parts. I've got some aluminum high clearance links, which I'll take out of the bag and show you all those. I've got some metal drive shafts, which we definitely need these. I've got the I can't remember what they're called, but when I think of it, I'll tell you. And then one more thing, we've got an aluminum skid plate. I'm not going to put any of this together on camera, just to try and hurry up and get this build done, because I'm very excited for it. If you don't know what's on it now, I'll show you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. So for this build, obviously you see I've got wheels and tires. So I've got competition pins and some injora bead locks with the, I think it's 5mm or 4+mm hexes, and that's the front ones have brass rings in them, the black brass, and the rear ones just have the regular aluminum. Now, as you see, I've got a diff cover. It should be 11 grams, front and back diff cover. I've got some steering knuckles. I think they're 13 grams a piece. I've got 2 steering knuckles, because that's what you need. I've got a servo, Emax servo, 13 gram. I've got some hot racing steering links. I already had those before this build. I've got 6+mm hot racing axles in it, and an Injora 60-turn or 66-turn motor in it. Some 43mm double telescoping shocks with some Mofo flex blades down in there. The rear, they're both relocated. The rears are running no springs. In the front, I'm running the black springs, which I think are the softest. The reason I'm doing that is to keep the front part of the frame out of the servo, because without them, it sits down below the servo and it gets caught on the servo. I've clipped the ears on it and it still seems to do it. I've got this rubber band here, which is holding the axle, keeping it from dropping down all the way. So that's what that's for. And I think that's about it. So nothing too fancy. It's definitely done really good. It does pretty good on hill climbs, which I want it to do everything that you throw at it. Well, not everything, just be able to compete like it needs to. Rock crawling, rock climbing, hill climbs, just whatever. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to back this up, and I'm going to pull these parts out. So here, we have an aluminum skid plate. So if I throw that over there, throw some of this stuff away, and I get my knife, cut it on open. Man, that looks good. Looks like that's not going to break, which really you won't have to worry about stuff like this breaking. So you got Injora on it. It's got a few lines on it. That looks like it's meant to be there. But it's a nice finish. Hopefully everything fits and lines up. Then, along with that, and most of the stuff, we have the screws. A ton of screws, which there should be screws in the truck already that fit this. So I don't think we'll have to worry about that. The next thing, which we definitely need, because I've had problems with on the other trucks, is these drive shafts. So if I pull them out, got these nice steel drive shafts, or metal, I don't exactly know what they are, I'm assuming steel, with the hex on the inside. It's doesn't have, or not a hex, but a square, if you see that. So it shouldn't break. They seem to be very strong. Line it on up. Got injora on it. It's gray, and it's got the metal U-joints, whatever you want to call it. So hopefully these will help. And then we've got the rear one, which is apart. If we put it together, which the rear one, or the front one, which is the short one. So it'll be nice to have those because we've had problems with them, like I said. And then got a little performance package with it. Stickers. I've already got the stickers on it, so it's super duper fast, obviously. Super strong too. With those drive shafts, you've got all your screws, which I already have screws from the old ones. So I'll probably use those to save these. So I'll set the screws aside. And then the next thing are these. We cut them on open. Don't remember how these go on. Well, I know where they go, but not how to put them together. I'll probably have to look that up. So man, those will be nice. So these are actually for the C10 body. So they'll go on this body, but they connect to the chassis. So depending on how they look with this, depends on if I put it on there or not. So they look very good. I like the way they look. The nice shine to them. Man, I like how it's got the holes cut out. Throw all the trash away. I've got screws, as always. You always need those. And then I've got these side plates. Yep. So these connect to the chassis. They're all metal. So they'll connect to the chassis on the sides like this. So it connects right here. So technically, be like this. And then these would go on it and screw into those side holes. And then there's different mounting positions and stuff so you can move them around. So that's how that goes. I'm very satisfied with the looks of them. They look really good, and I can't wait to get those on. If I move these out the way, got screws as always. I'll have a ton of screws after this build. Now we've got high clearance links, which I just ripped the top of the bag, so might as well not use it. So I'm going to be careful, make sure there's no screws out of the bag. So here's all the bushings and whatnot. So that'll definitely be very fun to put in. As you see, there's like a million of them, which I'm not looking forward to that. But what I am looking forward to are these, or this part of it. These beautiful high clearance links. Man, they look really good. 58.5 millimeter. It's kind of hard to get on the camera. For whatever reason, it won't focus. But they look really good. Nice and shiny. I got the silver ones to match the C10. So, just because this will probably go back on it soon. But I keep my bodies to put them on. So you got the little one. I can't even remember exactly how to put these on. So I did get the 4-link. So that I can get rid of that wishbone one, because that one actually rubs on the drive shaft, which is very angering. But this all looks very nice. I'm looking forward to getting it all on. So I'm not going to do this build on, I'm not going to video doing this, just because I want to save a little bit of time, and it's easier for me to focus. But I'm going to go ahead and get all this on it, and I'll see you in about 0.5 seconds. So, here we have it. So it's been about a week since the last 5-second clip you saw, because I put the metal drive shafts on, and the metal drive shaft, the holes were not drilled out like they were supposed to be, and the screws got stuck in them, and had to buy a new transmission. So that was fun. I'm running the stock drive shafts, plastic, so we may or may not have a problem with that. But I will definitely get some metal ones, whether it's Mofo, RC, I don't know. But we've got the wheels on. They've been on. The main thing we got on were the links. These nice high clearance links from Injora. And they're really nice. Very strong and sturdy. I've been playing with it inside some. Not really. I have not gotten it outside yet. I just got it finished. And I have the skid plate on, which is very nice actually. I really like the skid plate, and I really like how shiny this stuff is. It just makes the truck look so much better and so much more clean. So I'm gonna do a little around view of the truck, and then we'll take it outside and see the performance difference. Alright, so we're out here at the course. As you can see, we're at the shop. Got my truck all charged up how I need it. And we're going to do a few lines on the course and a hill climb to see how it does. So let's go ahead and get into it. Line 1. Was super easy. If I pull it back and try again, go over to the left some. These high clearance links are definitely helping. Just like that. No tire spin, nothing. Just got right on over it. Alright, now line 2. I'm going to be going up this. Which before, my wheels would get stuck under this rock on the right. Now I'm having a clearance issue just a little bit. Now my axle. There we go. Right on up it. I can definitely tell a difference just from these two runs. I did run it before I turned the camera on, and it does so good. Now for line number 3, which the high clearance links help so much on this. There we go. That was almost perfect. This thing's doing so good. We might have to rebuild the course again. As you see here, we got the Jeep. My little brother's driving it, and it's also staying with my truck. Uh-oh. We got bind up. Oh. Alright, so for just another extra bonus crawl, wait for him to get out the way. On a pretty vertical line. Let's get on over, aim myself to the right some, and walks right up it, not a problem at all. Alright, so bonus line number 2, right here. Can be a little tricky. Gotta get the right area, whatever you want to call it. Rubbing just a little. Right on over it. That was really good. I'm very happy with this build. Let's see if the Jeep can do it. Oh, I think we're having some clearance problems. Oh, I'll put you right in the clutch. Boom! Just to show, this has Hyraxes, a front diff cover, and an Injora 50-turn motor, and some 32mm internal spring shocks, and it got up it just fine. There's no width added to it at all, and it did just as good as mine. So that's crazy. Just the little amount of upgrades can get you a long ways. Yes, he'll sometimes have to take more tries than me, but the fact that it gets up is awesome. So, it is hill climb time. I think I've lost a little bit of performance here with my truck. I used to be able to slow crawl it, but that could be just where some of the dirt's washed away, but I don't know. I'm going to try a little bit of a slow crawl. You need a little bit more weight on the front. I think diff covers, or not diff covers, but steering links, brass steering links might help with that. I'm getting somewhere. And I got up. I tried to do a slower crawl up it, but it was kind of struggling. Get on out the way so y'all can check the Jeep out. Yeah, so I think where the dirt is kind of weathered and washed away, that might be slowing us down, because he could slow crawl no problem up this hill with his setup. So maybe just from where some of the dirt's washed away. So I'm going to try this again. I'm just going to full throttle. No problem at all. The Jeep can do it too. The Jeep is pretty good at this course with the little mod just got. We got a few on the way, but it's good right now as it is. So right here, we're going to be doing a drag race. See who's the fastest. So 3, 2, 1. So I may have gotten a little bit of a jump on him. We'll do 2 more runs. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So he got a jump on me, and I think I got about a 1 length on him. One more test. If we want to switch sides so that he's not running over that piece. Three, 2, 1, go. So I got him by another scx24 link. So that'll be about the end of this. These upgrades are awesome. I'm very happy with everything I've done. I was kind of scared I was going to ruin the performance. The performance on the hill was very good still, and on the rocks it was just outstanding, especially with this little guy. But thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.